There, is that better? See, this is the problem I was having before with it automatically kicks over to, it's been wanting to kick back over to, I guess, the video board or the audio board or whatever. So is there sound now? We good? We good. This is a whole new show for me. So, all right, good, loud and clear. There's no echo because I had a problem with an echo here too for about 45 minutes. I don't know what it was doing. Like I said, I don't know if it was picking up the camera's mic and the mic I'm using right here or not. All right, good, good. Thanks, Ryan. All right, so I don't know who's exactly in here. It says we have 5 people in here, so we're just uh we're just gonna mess around with StreamYard. Really, that's what we're doing tonight. If you want to come in, you can come in. I'm going to probably only do this for maybe an hour. And I don't even know if this doesn't uh, go very well. I might not even leave this up. Like I said, this is just a test on the laptop here. It's the first time I've been able to do any of this. The background and everything. If you look at that blue truck is the first truck I actually bought cash. It was a 1990 377 Peterbilt. It was nice, although the problem is it was just left to sit the rot, and I probably dumped about 6 grand into that truck, maybe 7 grand on top of what I paid for it, and it probably needed like another 10 or 15 grand to be DOT roadworthy. It just sat way too long. Uh, all the all the rubber and everything had to be replaced in it. The tires were brand new; they were all dry rot and everything. So just figure I'd throw that out there for a conversation piece. You hear pitter patter. Um, how we all doing tonight? Let's see here. I want to see if I'll make you uncomfortable is in here. Maybe not. I know he said he wanted to see if I would go live. I told him I was probably going to go live sometime tonight. Not this late. Not this late at all. So, um, let's see. I just brought something up here. I'm probably going to go over this later in detail, but and let me pull this up just for everyone to take a look at it because I think I'm going to have to help somebody go to the bathroom here in a second. All right, we're back. We're back. I had to help a little one go to the bathroom. Let's see. Ryan, he's getting ready to burn the midnight oil, so he's probably driving. So, what I got up here on the screen here is some expenses. I was talking about on a. I don't know if you guys, any of you are here, ever hear of Sterling wheel. Um, Went on his live feed here a few times. I asked him if some of these expenses sounded logical, and for the most part, they're pretty logical. We'll go to the categories here. I set up here. We'll go to transactions. So first one I'm going to pull up is everyone's main expense here. If I find it, here you go. It's fuel. Oop. Nope, that wasn't it. Back out of that. Maybe we'll back out of that. Phone's having a problem doing more than one thing. Where'd it go? There we go. So first everyone's biggest expense here is fuel. And I have too many apps running at once here. All right, that should work now. Like I said, this is just going to be a half-ass live, basically. So when I have this based off, I have it based off 53 cents per mile, which is about seven miles a gallon average here, and it's based off of 10,000 miles average for a month, and you're looking at about 1,420 gallons of fuel for 10,000 miles. So that brings the total out to $5,488. So that's like your main expense there for fuel. What is going on here? Let me try turboing this up a little bit. There we go. Thinking the app's not going too fast for the. We'll try this again. There we go. Now let's see if this works a little bit better. So, like I said, your biggest cost is fuel. As of right now, I have the fuel the average earnings for 10,000 miles set at $1.80, which I know is kind of low, but that's basically what I think some guys are getting right now. Now I can always change this here. We always change it to $2 a mile, which would be $20,000 at $2 a mile for 10,000 miles. So you're getting $2 a mile for 10,000 miles. I don't know how the heck to make this thing go away. All right, so we changed it to $2 a mile. Now, if we go back and look at our total here, oh, maybe not. Like I said, this is the first time I've used this on the computer, so bear with me. There we go. All further transactions. Now this is a little app. This is like an app I used before when I first got my authority, just to try to at least get a get an eyeball figure of my costs here. I didn't think this was going to be this slow though. Glad I'm doing this late at night. All right, let's try this again. Pretty sure mostly anybody just chopped on here real quick just to check out what's going on. They probably already left. But Ryan, it looks like you're still here along with four other people. So uh, we'll go pull this back up again. So now $2 a mile here. I got some of my costs laid down here. We're still averaging $7 a mile. Truck payment. I mean, that's just an average. I mean, some people are paying $1,500. Some people are paying $800 a month. Some people are paying $5,000 a month. Lease purchase operators are paying, I don't know. It's probably some that are paying $6,000 or $7,000 a month. Um, Same thing with maintenance. Maintenance I brought down a little bit, but to be all honest, if you have an emissions truck and you know, like a 2016, 2018 or whatnot, and you got some miles on it, I always suggest putting away at least 20 cents a mile. You're going to have those $1,000 tow bills. You're going to have those, oh, what do you want to call it? The $15,000 DEF repairs, stuff that they throw, thousands of dollars worth of parts at. So that's what we're showing there for maintenance. Now for tolls, some people don't hardly pay any tolls. I'm in the Northeast. This is actually pretty cheap for me for being in the Northeast. This could actually go up to $2,000 pretty quick. Um, that's an average out of a whole month. I think last month running Tyson, I ended up doing $1,680 in tolls. Going over to New York all the time, over to Long Island, the GW Bridge and everything. You're just not going to get away from tolls. Truck insurance, I average that out. I think the $17,000 a year. So that would be about your monthly expense right there. It'd be about 1,300. I even if I go on these transactions, let's see here. I think I based it off of. I even tried to do the cents, so guys know per cents or per mile how many cents a mile they're using. Is that it? Oh, that's the drugstore. Wish it would load faster. Must be the internet. That's the only thing I could think of. The internet going slow. Let me try to do something here. Man, I'm glad I did this late at night. I am really glad because this is turning into a really horrible show. There we go. Oh, that's working a lot smoother now. I switched it over to Wi-Fi. All right, I think this is truck insurance. Yeah, there we go. Truck insurance. I have truck insurance based on 14 cents a mile. So for every mile you run, uh, you're throwing 14 cents over to Progressive or whatnot, or whoever your insurance company is. So let's see here. Um, Now this could be higher or lower. Depends. If you knock this up to 15 or 16 cents, you're probably looking at about, you know, 1,400 $1,500 in insurance. So you have to be. This was based off, I think, 1750 for insurance, which, from hearing let's see here. Ryan, hey, let's read some comments here, even though you're only one comment. Like I said, this ain't really like I'm just screwing around right now. Is really what I'm doing. I'm probably not even going to leave this up. I'll probably delete this once it's done. But this is just me trying to figure out like a test run because I'm going to try to do some kind of live feed with a panel here, and I want to make sure I know what I'm doing and this works very fluently because I don't want to have 3 or 4 guys in here talking about actual trucking costs, like actual costs to run your authority, and have this thing just whatever it was doing there for a little bit, ghosting. Um, I don't know what you want to call it. It's just not loading. So, like I said, this is just a test run live on StreamYard right now. Uh, I was going to try to hop on earlier, but like I said, I had tons of problems with StreamYard. I'll make you uncomfortable. He was here earlier on Sterling's live feed, and he wanted me to go live, but the laptop wasn't charged. The universal charger I ended up having to buy for this thing isn't the right wattage, so it only work. The laptop's only working good when it's fully charged. So it's only a 90 watt charger, and I need like a 200-watt charger because it's a gaming laptop. But we'll see what's going on here. All right, so yeah, so this program really it's just a budgeting program. Um, when I first got my authority here a couple years ago, I wonder if I can add me in here. Hmm. Maybe not. But when I first got my authority back in 2019, it's the first thing I did is I sat down with a program that was almost like this. I don't remember which program I used, but it was just a budgeting program. And I ended up putting in, like ended up putting in based off like $1.80 a mile. Well, this is going to be $2 a mile because I just changed it. But I would just base the cost off. I went through with a calculator and did per mile what things would add up to with an average of 2,500 miles a week. And even now, like I don't do 2,500 miles a week. Like right now, from what I'm doing as a dedicated customer with Tyson, uh, and we've been really slow. I think this week I'm probably going to be on track to maybe do 1,200 miles, maybe 1,500. Uh, the only thing that's saving me is the high. What do you want to call it? The high rate of pay, the $2.65 a mile. Oh, and they cover tolls and reefer fuel. So, or I wouldn't be able to make it right now, probably. Um, let's see what else do I want to show. People like I put a lot of costs in here. People don't think about. Actually, let me see. There's a neat thing about this one too. If I can figure it out. So transactions. Um, all right, that's not it. I think I can do something else too. When I was looking at this, I was able to do it. Oh, whoops. There we go. October. I think I can actually bring this up into a pie chart too, which I thought was pretty neat. It really brings to home the actual like how many costs there actually is. Let's see here if I can re-show this again. All right. Let's see if I can bring the pie chart up. I know I've done it before. Somewhere in here I did it. No, that's add. I know I ended up doing it by accident one time, and I thought it was very interesting. Oh, that's how I ended up doing it. I wonder if um man, I can't figure out how to bring the pie chart up because I can't turn the phone sideways, so I don't think it's gonna work if that I try to do that. If I try to view it in landscape mode. All right, well I can't do that. Hey, there you go. I'll make you uncomfortable. Hey, I was waiting for you to come in here. I figured you were still chilling out there somewhere. Yeah, I'm just testing this out right now, so I don't even know if I'm going to leave this live up. Like I know there's hardly anybody in here because I'm just rambling on and having huge pauses trying to figure this out. I had a problem with well, the problem is the laptop wasn't charging fast enough because it's only a 90-watt charger, and I need like a 200 watt charger. And yeah, and plus I don't know what I'm doing. So oh, and then I had a problem with reverb too with the mic and the what do you want to call it? The DJI Osmo. Let's see if I can figure out how to bring you in here. There you go.
It's all trial and error, man. Just keep trying it.
All right.
Everything changes every year. It's well, not even every year, every couple of months, man. So,
With
and
what?
then
What are you talking about? StreamYard or?
no, just everything. Like you're trying to get this laptop up and running.
Well, yeah. Well, first thing is they didn't send me the right charger. That's the problem. And then even then, we bought. It's funny. She bought this charger from Walmart, and it didn't have the AC cord in it. It had the actual, cord from the actual charger to going into the laptop, but it was missing the AC cord. Luckily, I had a cord that fit it, or, I wouldn't even be doing this right now.
Fucking
I was
connector.
I was telling her, I was like, yeah, definitely not going to play the lottery because definitely not going to win. No luck with me, that's for sure. So
Maybe it could be your day.
yeah, I don't know. $2 billion sounds pretty nice. I'll tell you that.
Well, if you
So
don't win, if you don't play, you don't win.
that's true. That's true. Just like if you don't start a business, you're you don't know what you're capable of. So
That's right.
sometimes it's trial and error, even though even though you don't want it to go that way sometimes.
Yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, I gotta head off to bed, man. I was hoping you're gonna get on here sooner, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I figured the same thing. Like I said, I sat here for like 2 hours screwing around with this thing. So I had a
Yeah.
problem. Like I said, I had a problem with the reverb and stuff. So
Well, the audio's good. Everything's good on here now.
what's funny? Listening to you, I have an echo, like a reverb, like it's built in, like it's going through a sympathizer. But
It's not
that's
that bad.
no. All right.
No, like
Yeah.
it just sounds like you're in a small room.
Yeah, because earlier it sounded really bad earlier. I don't know what I was doing or what was going on with it, but
Mm,
I don't know. It might be different anyway. Because when I probably most time I'll use this will be in the truck, and I have a soundboard and all that in there, so it might not even reverb at all. Then I don't know. So
yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, I'm out, man. I got to make a fuckload of pierogies tomorrow to sell.
pierogies.
Yeah,
That's funny. You said that.
I just sold like 12 dozen today. Just going to stores
What's
like
this?
insurance brokers, oil manufacturers.
What's
Hey,
that? What is that?
pierogi? You don't know what a pierogi is?
I know exactly what a pierogi is.
Okay, well, there's different kinds of pierogies. You have pierogies with cottage cheese dough, and then you have pierogies with regular dough. And then you could put cottage cheese, cheese and potato, cheese, bacon, onion, cheese, bacon, cheese or cottage cheese and dill.
That's
Like,
cheese. That's
and then
that's
you have petishka, which is a cooked pierogi in dough.
this is I think these are dough. Yeah, they're dough pierogies. They're
Dough
dough
pierogi.
pierogies. Yeah, they're dough pierogies with
Do you
cheese.
boil them?
Hop. These ones were probably boiled in a sauerkraut.
Oh,
We
okay.
made this
We do
before here.
sauerkraut too.
Yeah, well, here's what we make. We make sauerkraut, sausage, and pierogies.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we do farmer sausage.
And then all the sauerkraut. And then she adds cabbage sometimes. I don't like cabbage, but I like you know I like sauerkraut, but for some reason if she adds like fresh cabbage in, I hate fresh cabbage.
I gotta hide. I run to the barn when she starts frying the cabbage for those pierogies. And then she's got to stick them in the fridge for about 2 hours before they chill down, and then I come and help her roll those pierogies.
Yeah, I don't like cabbage. I don't know. I'm Polak and I don't like cabbage.
That's what. Oh, fuck.
Ryan says no echo over here, so that's good. All right, so it's just on my end whenever I'm hearing. For some reason, it's echoing. I don't care. That's fine.
It, it might be a delay through all the mics you're running through or the systems you're running through.
I don't know. I think it's StreamYard because if I do record, if I do regular record here and listen back to it on the headphones, I got no echo. But for some reason on StreamYard, there's an echo. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably
As
just a
long as,
socket.
as long as nobody else can hear it, I don't care.
But anyways, I'm out of here.
All right.
Good enough, Jackknife, and yeah, thanks for popping in everywhere tonight too.
Yeah, like I said, eventually, what you see here, eventually, I'm going to try to get uh, well, I don't know. I'm going to probably try to get F8 on maybe somebody else. And who the heck was it? Oh, Sage. Sage. He went after me with a video I made about everyone's in our pockets, and I just wanted to, wanted to show maybe some of these costs that most owner operators, and these aren't like you can get rid of some of these costs. Like you can get rid of health insurance if you want. You can get rid of workers comp and get
Yeah, but the
uh,
time you get rid of that shit is the time you fucking need it. That's called
yeah,
shit luck.
yeah, and
And
you know
by all means, no offense, you have the worst shit luck.
yeah, yeah, I know. I'm Pollock 1000 over here. Yeah, so that's the way I see it.
Oh man. Well, just I don't know. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a pretty good job here, man. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I do understand what you mean with the other channel. If you want to get political and stuff, yes, do start a separate channel so you don't disturb what's going on here.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That channel will be where I go over and bullshit with people and crap like that.
Yeah, get into politics and abortions and all that other nonsense. And I didn't mean to offend you tonight. I was just fucking around. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
With what? What?
Abortions and shit like that up here in Canada.
What when you were on Sterling's live?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't find any
Oh,
offense to it. I already know what you guys do. Hell, you guys are killing people, so it's all right.
yeah.
So,
Thank God I live in bumfuck nowhere. I'm good.
which to be honest, you know what's funny? The biggest thing I find is you guys don't have capital punishment, right?
No, we don't.
But
25 years. Actually, one kid got who did that Moss shooting. I think he got like 40 some years. Don't quote me on that, but he got more than 25.
but you guys are uh, doing assisted suicide left and right, but you don't have capital punishment.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that fucked up?
What?
I know. I know. We're upside down and backwards. I know. I don't
Like,
get any of this
like
either.
I read something where they assisted like I think like a 16-year-old or 17-year-old girl, and it wasn't even for like it wasn't like cancer related. She had mental. She was depressed, severely depressed, basically,
Yeah, and then
and they didn't yeah, they didn't inform the mom or anything, and they, after they did it, they informed the parents, of course. But like, you know, consent, there, like, it's just mind blowing. But there's no capital punishment. Nope, you can rape and murder and do whatever you want, and we won't kill you. But you know, but if you're costing us too much money, we'll let you kill yourself. Because like I said, it's well,
I
that's
know
what.
it is so messed up. You have no idea. It's just getting worse. It's just getting worse.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. But anyways, I'm out, man.
All
But
right.
take her
I'll
easy.
see you. Yep.
Love you,
Later.
man.
Let's see here. Little Elvis. Uh, that mad program in Canada is the sixth leading cause of death. Yep, sixth leading cause of death in Canada. Provide Poverty is now a valid reason to end your life. Yep. Well, that and you're taking too much money away from the insurance fund or whatever they got going on up there. Don't mind me. I'm gonna try to finish my pierogies here. Um, like I said, this is really just a bullshit live. It was just for me to test out my abilities here with StreamYard and see if this laptop could do all this crap. In fact, I didn't even know I could do the backgrounds. Like, let's pull me front and center here again. Yeah, like the background. I didn't know I could put the background in there. Like what I said here before, this was my first truck, guys. It was a 1990 377 Peterbilt. Um, man, I had to do so much work to that truck. What kind of pierogies I got? Um, onion pierogies. Uh, what is it? They onion, mashed potatoes, uh, sauerkraut, and a sausage. What I guess I'm going to cut because I'm not going to eat this sausage whole in front of you because it looks like a certain appendage, and yeah, we don't need any of that going on. Pierogies. Yep. There's a there's a Polish deli meat market. What is it? I think it's called Kaza. No, I think it's in Ashland. Oh my gosh, they make oh, what do they call it? Um, Kielbasa jerky. It's like a jerky, a kielbasa jerky, and another. What else do they make out of kielbasa? Oh, kielbasa loaf. It's a meat. It's like a deli meat kielbasa. Like it looks like a piece of bologna, but oh, geez, it's delicious. You can make sandwiches out of it and shit. Pierogies are so underrated. That's cool, man. Yeah, they are. They are. Geez, I got Mrs. T's is right over here in Pottsville. Um, I'm pretty sure they're a well-known pierogi maker, and they got all kinds of flavors now. Geez, yeah, you got what was I? They got jalapeno. They got like four cheeses. They got Italian four cheeses or something. Uh, I think I think they said they were going to try like a stuffed meat one, like probably with kielbasa in it or something. Uh, that'll probably be pretty cool. But we just make a whole bunch of pierogies, and we cook in a slow cooker with a bunch of sauerkraut, like good sauerkraut, and throw the sausage and everything on there. Just let it cook all day. That's our little Polak meal. Halupki is another good one. Tons of halupki sold around here. Thousands and thousands of pounds probably of halupki in this area. Like them while I'm drinking liquor and eating pork. Yeah, almost sounds like an Irish pastime right there. Yeah, the jalapeno ones are good too. Um, they make a jalapeno pierogi that's like a shooter. They actually put sour cream and stuff in it too. It's really good. I think they put some like jalapeno. It's like chewed up, cut up jalapenos and what is it? Sour cream with cheddar. They put it all in there. It's like a giant jalapeno shooter or whatever they call them. But yeah, it's pierogies are life around here. It's funny. A lot of Polacks up here. A lot of them worked in the mines back in the day, so a lot of foreign labor. We used to make them with cream cheese. Yeah, yeah, sweet ones. Yeah. What? You got a problem? You don't want to come up here? All right. Sure. You got to go out. Is that what you want? All right. I think I got to go put puppy out for a second here. See how am I going to do this with it? I guess I got to unplug all. I'll be back. Oh, let's try to figure what I'm doing out here now. Got like a 20-foot long cable for the freaking headset. Just in case anybody ever does come back in here. What laptop am I using? Uh, I'll give you a hint. Here, let's see. There's the hint. You guess what kind of laptop I'm using. Let's just say you have to go way back in time for that. So yeah, so that's what kind of laptop I'm using. That's a hint right there. Hey, I'll make you uncomfortable. I'll see you, man. You take care. Try to get some sleep. I don't have any work tomorrow, so uh, I have to pick up at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, and then drive out to Long Island. I was hoping the load would be done sooner than that, but According to them, that's drop dead time. So I don't know. I'll find out sometime tomorrow. The wife's Ukrainian. Yep. She'll. That's funny. I would like to know, since she's from Ukraine. I'd like to know what she thinks about that whole situation going on over there. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can. I don't know. I'm probably not going to leave this up because, like I said, this is a real wishy-washy live. This is just me screwing around, really. No, no. How would you get that from the cow on the screen? Yo, what's up, Rest Area Raccoon? Come on, think of what computer manufacturer had a cow from the '90s as their mascot. You would never think that they were still around. Yes, yes, Rest Area Raccoon. It is a Gateway laptop from Walmart. And it's called a Creator Series. And so far, so good. It's I haven't played no games or anything on it, and I haven't edited anything yet on it, but it should work pretty good. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. It's a Pentium, it's an Intel i7 running at 2600 megahertz or 2.6 megahertz, and it's got a NVIDIA RTX 3050 in it, so it should be able to edit 4K and everything. Rest will take over for me. Rest is all. Hold it, Rest. It's all yours. Yep, like you said, Gateway. But we're just screwing around. That's what we're doing. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this up. It's late. It took me like 2 3 hours to get this all together and have it update Windows and everything. The big thing I had was it was on the fritz the first I don't know 50% of the battery because it needs a higher wattage charger. What it needs, I need to probably at least oh yeah, wrenches. I could probably give wrenches out now. Shit, let me see here. Well, you're already a moderator, it says. So, uh, rest area code. You're now a moderator. Then the Ryan, you're a moderator. I don't know. So that's all that's ever come in here. So there we go. I actually gave out some wrenches. Let's see, Rest Area Raccoon. Did you make it where you were going from your pickup? After I got done the pickup, they finally gave me some direction what I was doing, and I beelined it back to Pottsville. It turned into a relay load. Somebody else is going to take it down to South Jersey, even though I was right there. I guess they got to make an appointment and everything. I figured it was going to be a straight through kind of thing because I was only 100 miles away from where I was dropping at. But instead, I drove 150 miles back to Pottsville, or 160 or something like that. So then I got off at exit 7 there on 78. The pilot and TA there in Bloomsbury, New Jersey. Oh my God, was that? I got something. I'm going to try to make a short out of it, but oh my God, was that a clusterfuck? And I even got on the CB before I got off. I said, hey, is the TA and the pilot there? Is it a clusterfuck? Can I at least get to the TA if I need to? And they're like, oh yeah, yeah, you're good. And I get off, and a whole bunch of people from going eastbound were getting off the ramp, and it was just it was just total chaos. People beeping, cars getting stuck because they had everyone was trying to get into Pilot for some reason. I guess it's a cheaper price or whatnot, or that's where their company tells them. There was a ego waffle logistics. We know who we're talking about here, and he just sat in the middle of the road, like took up the whole road. All the people were honking. You know, New Jersey people, they were freaking out. It was just a clusterfuck. I ended up going back eastbound and turning around there at exit 9, I think, which is the other Pilot. Which I didn't even bother trying to go in that other Pilot either. I just turned around. I came down 78 and I got fuel, reefer fuel, and fuel down at the Sheets in Pennsylvania. I paid more, but it's just well, I didn't pay for the reefer fuel anyway, but it just that was a freaking nightmare. That was a joke. I got now I know why people think truck drivers are so retarded. Uh, T21, hey, what's up? He's saying night. Uh, I think that's a wrench. LT money. What are we doing? We're asking for wrenches. Is that what we're doing? I think I gave you a wrench. I'll make you uncomfortable. Rest area raccoon saying good night. Yeah, go to bed. You're like Sterling. Sterling was saying he had to go to bed like 100 times and he didn't go. I'm probably gonna dick around here too, probably about 2 a.m. and then maybe I'll get off. That's if there's enough people on here to keep entertained for a little bit. Um, all right, I'm gonna see here about giving out wrenches. The chat hasn't updated. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. here too, so I'm on the East Coast. Uh, sure, we'll give you a wrench too. And where's T21 at? All right, there you go. Y'all got wrenches. I mean, it's not really even needed. Uh, I don't get very many trolls or trolling going on at all. I try not to attack anyone personally, but there's some people that are very easily offended. I mean, there's nothing that can really offend me. Um, Fuck, it's YouTube. Most likely you're on your piece of shit phone somewhere, maybe 2,000 miles away, talking shit. Whoopity freaking do. I don't care. It is what it is. Get a life. All the time you spend on here trolling people, you could probably actually make some good money for yourself. Oh man, what was I going to show again? Mm, Maybe we'll go through and we'll show some photos. Maybe of things I used to do. Let's see here. Man, I have to go back pretty far. Sure, we'll show this truck. Why not? Oh wow, fancy spancy. So here, whoops. So this truck right here, I bought. I put $30,000 down on it. It had 200,000 miles on it. I barely got 100,000 miles out of it. I think I got 60,000 miles. Not even that. Like 35 or 40,000 miles out of it before it blew up. It was a Cummins ISX, and the ceramic fuel injectors took a shit on it. And that was the first truck I bought. And well, not the first truck, but the first truck newer truck I bought, I guess you could say, that I actually put a lot of money down on. And that was pretty much a wash for me. Uh, I ended up giving it back to MCH, and I think it was financed through Diamond Chrysler or Daimler or whatever it was. And they pretty much washed the loan, and I'm pretty sure MCH just threw a junkyard engine in it and sold it again. I lost my 30 grand on that down payment though. Man, my payments were cheap on that truck too. That was 2017 into 18, I think. See how to minimize this without deleting StreamYard. See, this is the stuff I need to learn how to do. Let's go back to here. But yeah, that's some of the crap I've gone through. Like I'll make you uncomfortable. Says I have very bad luck, and yeah, I have very bad luck. Um, let's see if I can't find what I do with it. Let's see if I can't find the international I bought. I bought an international, actually, for some reason, financed it because I didn't have to put no money down. I actually bought one of those Max Force Internationals, and I got a year out of it. The truck paid for itself, but ultimately, I just couldn't see putting 15 grand into it for an EGR cooler. Well, it was going to be maybe 15 to 18 grand. The guy said, because the only people who'll touch it was the dealership. So let's pull up the gallery again. I should just freaking pin some of these so I could pull them up real quick. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, oh, here. Let's see if I can't hear it. There we go. Trying to figure out what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. This was exit 7. I watched this work car. Yeah, that's very gutsy to go in front of Ego Logistics like that. But yeah, so that's the bullshit I went through trying to get fuel this afternoon. I ended up going up the eastbound ramp. or the westbound. Yeah, the eastbound rant. That was just that was utterly ridiculous. Yes, there is a backup channel for political nonsense. You're probably gonna have to look for it a little bit. It's called well, here we'll just screw it. Might as well try this out. We'll just pull it up. Um, that's if it'll pull up. Oh, it did. All right. We're dealing with your wife. Anything, just a
Yeah.
normal guy in the beginning. How's it going? Anyone that decides to actually click on this YouTube video, um, if I may ask, could you please like and subscribe so I can maybe build this channel into something? This is going to be the Some Dude real quick podcast channel, or just Some Dude, where we're basically going to generally just talk about anything, politics, religion, um, home life, dealing with children, dealing with your wife, anything, just a normal guy life, I guess. That's what this is going to be. All right, let's see. Let's see the comments I just saw. Yeah, what's up, Justin? Let's see. I'm making content. The wife is out cold, and I still got 3/4 of a beer. Just crack open another one. Let's see. Rest area raccoon, sneaky bastard. What do you mean with the second channel? See, I'm making you uncomfortable. I didn't drug her. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Rest area raccoon. Yeah. We will see you in the news tomorrow. Are you talking about I'll make you uncomfortable or me? Because people don't like opinions on YouTube, especially when you start going into politics and stuff. That's why I decided to do the other channel just for the heck. It was really just to keep me sane and talk about the struggles of being a man, I guess. Talk about divorce, um, child support, child being separated from your child, um, men's mental health, and things like that. Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, it's never ain't gonna be no Andrew Tate. That's for shit sure. I don't know. Eventually, though, doing all this, talking to the camera and crap, maybe I'll eventually develop my skills to quit saying and and let's see, what else do I do all the time? Uh, say long pauses, look off into the distance. You got one beer left. Uh, Talking about uncomfortable. Okay. Are you subscribed to your on channel? Am I subscribed to my other channel? No. I don't even think you can do that. I think it kicks you out automatically because I think Google. I mean, yeah, Google, YouTube, Google. I think they already know what's going on with that. I think on another channel. I think I have 3 subscribers over there, maybe more. I haven't checked it actually. I don't know. I didn't really look here. Let's see here. Here, you guys want to see what I need to do? I need to get myself. I need to get myself a set of tatas. Is what I need to do. Here, we're only gonna play a real quick part of it so I can commentary it. But do. Why is it so big? Oh, that's because it went over to there like that. There we go. So yeah, so I think I need to get myself a we'll push play.
Another video. I busted my
I
butt
need
to
to get
bring you guys
myself a
this
set
truck
of
tour
tatas. Okay, so
because I wanted to do it before I
how
left
many
out and
subscribers do
before
we have?
Palm went in. A lot of you guys asked like on the last two
He has
videos, where's
50,000
Palm? And
subscribers,
y'all, he's been at the campus in every
and
time
I
that
think
I've been
he's
trying to
pretty
like come
new
to the truck
actually to
and get
truck
stuff together
because I haven't
because
seen her before.
I don't want
So,
him messing it up before the truck
uh,
tour. But here we are.
but that's enough of that. Like I said, I think if I want to get some good subscribers, I'll get some tatas. Maybe have them hang out a little bit. Oh, let's see. You can't find that other channel. It's a pain in the butt because there's other channels that are pretty close to the name. Like to be honest, there's actually some channels that are close to Jackknife, but the only problem is they just are dead channels, so they don't really show up. So some of the other channels, well, it's a new channel, so unless that channel, just some dude, gets bigger, I guess, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to find for a while. You know, shit, I'll post a link. I trust you guys. I don't think none of you are gonna go run to Antifa on me here. That's because they'd be very bad if they showed up here in this town to try to boycott me or do something. It would not go over really good. Yeah, it would turn into civil war real quick around here. Because you don't do that in a small town. Let's put it that way. Did I say guy? I meant just some dude. All right. Let's see if I can't post in the comments here. Da, 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 da. There we go. That's the channel. So I'll probably go over there once in a while. That'll just be, my bullshit about anything channel. Found it. FFOQ. There's me dropping the channel. Wonder what she pays for that new truck. I think I watched her channel. I watched a few videos, not because just research purposes. Uh, Usually just to see what if their channels are any good. Because like I said, a lot of them it's just a bunch of simps simping to their channel. Like truck drivers are the biggest. If you go on Facebook, okay, if you go on Facebook, it is nonstop. Like trucker feed and stuff like that, nonstop. 304s on there, trying to get Sims to holler at them. That's all. That's all it is. Uh, you know, Talk to me, hi, or they'll like your post and they hope you click on their profile and stuff. It's nonstop dick baiting. That's all. That's all that's on trucking forums, like on the groups on Facebook and stuff. And I imagine that's what goes on here too. And it's almost the same crap. The same crap because it's the same crap with being hustled on YouTube with the guys being hustled into like Ego Waffle Logistics and those second rate Chicago carriers and stuff. They'll go out, they'll get a rental car, they'll get a Lambo rental, and they'll get some fake gold bling and stuff and chains, and they'll be like, "Yeah, man, I'm a CFO lease operator with Ego Waffle Logistics, and man, I will show you how to run these lanes and what lanes they are offered and how to do this, and you'll be just like me. You'll make money. A couple years ago, I was flipping burgers, and now look at me. I got this Lambo. I got this whatever bullshit they got going on. Um, it's not even cash. It's all paid for. It's all on credit. The money goes in, the money goes out. The money goes in, the money goes out. Um, Hell, all my shit, most of my money's going back out for. Let's see, I'm still paying for that older truck. I still got a bunch of old credit card debt, which is almost paid for. All business debt from when I had my business, but when COVID hit, and then all hell broke loose. So, it might have been different if COVID didn't, hit. I still would have had the problems with the trucks all at once, but at least I would have had, everything went shut down right there for a while. There was no way for me to survive those first couple months there. Yeah, I was doing research too. The wife is hard to find. I got you there. There, bud. Yeah, no, yeah, there. Uh, Jackknife, unsecured. Unsecured loans? What do you mean by unsecured? Travis, it's a hard life though. THO thoughts? When you mean thoughts, you mean women? Hard life, thought as in thoughts as women. I've heard them been called that before. Let's say raccoon. Yeah, you still got the truck with the blown engine. Sort of. I have a buddy. Well, these are acquaintances at a repair slash tow yard, and he bought it off me for $2,000 without the title, and the made arrangements with the finance company. So he's holding on to it because the property that I used to hold the truck at, um, the guy that I made the agreement with, he ended up dying, and his estate took over the property, and they wanted everything off the property like immediately because they're trying to. They're it was like 150 acres property or 250 acres, something like that, and they're trying to get warehouses built on it ASAP. But I think they missed the ball game for that one. So I ended up I could have tried to park the truck here. I could have had it in my backyard and stuff, but it probably would have sunk in back there. There's barely any spot for at least just for me to park my truck every once in a while. Plus, my neighbor just got a big I want to say it's not Chris Craft. Yeah, it was a Chris Craft. I forget. I think it's a Stingray. Maybe he just bought like a 25-foot boat. Uh, it would have been a pain in the ass. It would have been his way because he's got a dump trailer and all that other crap back there. So it's almost like an alleyway, but not really. It's just limited access to the back of the properties here. That's all. So I didn't really have anywhere to put it, and I didn't feel like paying somewhere two or $300 a month or $400 a month to have it sit. So if I want to, I can go down there and give him $2,000 and buy the truck back. But well, to be honest, he has the title too for it. So I don't know. That might be a thing, but the truck needs a whole new front end probably on it. It's going to need a new hood. Was having problems with the heat getting hot. I know it's going to need cab mounts. It's going to need an engine. The transmission, I hate the transmission. It's a straight 10. What do they call it? So it's straight 10 or direct 10. It's a direct 10. The rears are like 264s in it. It really the whole thing needs change. It needs it needs a 13 in it with like 355s or 370 not 375s like 310s or something like that. That's really what the truck needs. So it's a lot of work and a lot of money to put into a somewhat nice 9400. It was a 9900 and it was still in really good shape, like the body and stuff. Yeah, I would probably at least piddle around with the idea, but it's just not worth anything. That's the whole reason why I couldn't get the rebuild for it when the shit hit the fan. Is they looked at the truck and they're like, it's not worth anything now. There's no, if I didn't decide if I stopped paying for the rebuild, they would. There's nothing for them to recuperate. Oh, those hoes over there, yeah. See, I'll make it uncomfortable. I was speaking in Newfie that Canadians for East Coast. I'll take a free blowjob. Yeah, maybe not worth the headache. Yeah, that's pretty much what ended up happening to it. And plus, if you go back to my videos way back, it was the differential was the first thing that went, and then I ended up having to do the fuel module, I think they call it, on the side. I had to put the seals back in it and stuff, and the first seals I bought were crap, and they like I drove the truck literally a couple hundred miles and they blew out. Then I bought Cummins seals, the little O-rings for the what do they call it? What do they call that thing? It was for the diaphragm. I forget what they call the diaphragm. Back pressure, something diaphragm. Actually, shit. Why not? Why not see if let's screw around with this thing and figure out how to show things. Actually, we will go right here to my channel right now. Let's mute the volume, and we will go over. Let's find out exactly what it was. Get some practice in here. Holy crap, I got a lot of videos. I think like 430. There's when it blew up. Let's see all the flatbed videos I made. I kind of miss flatbed. There's the injector replacement. Yeah, I put injectors in the truck too. Shit. Put a new AC compressor on it. New fuel tank sending unit. The fuel dampeners. This is the Cummins part number. I'm not 100% sure if this is the same on every year engine from on an ISX CM870 or an 871. I'm pretty sure though this assembly is the same. Had to pull that off all the years, but like I said, make sure you check. Had to do that job twice. Go on CumminsParts.com and put your engine serial number in. Click on fuel, and you'll be able to find these part numbers. This is the right number. This is the orange seal. This is when you first pull the cap off. Right my ass, you'll be orange seal there that you're gonna find. That's the part number for that. Enjoy the green eggs and ham. I also suggest with the little ones getting more than one because it's not that hard for them to decide to roll away. So I got four in there. And then this is for the bottom. Let's get to the juicy part here. So yeah, so that's me rebuilding it. There's little O-rings that go right in that spot right there. And this is me putting it on. Bleed like a cat or whatnot. So I filled the filter up. And we're gonna kick her on and let the. So this whole unit right here is what I ended up having to take off. We'll try to fire her up. Yeah, let me show. I showed me trying to put it on. I probably showed me trying to put it on earlier because this is the first time I did it. And yeah, this is me putting it on right here. All right. So. We'll go back to me starting it up, I guess. So yeah, so I did a lot of work for that truck, all myself. I had to fix all this stuff. Like
Trying to get in the truck.
I had about
Something up. It's
get out of here. I had about $28,000 in a maintenance account when I first got that thing because I only put $5,000 down on that truck. I was going to buy it outright. I'm glad I didn't. To be honest, the truck I originally went to look at had a Cummins. No, it had a Caterpillar C13 in it. No, C15. Had a Caterpillar C15 in it with 2,000 or 20,000 or 200,000, 220,000 on the platinum rebuild, and I got the plane tickets. I was ready to go out there to Texas, and somebody else got interested in it, and they were going to offer more than what the guy was asking for. And then he asked me, would I want if I want to offer more? And I said, look, I'm not going to get in the bidding war. I said, it is what it is. If the guy wants it that bad, he can pay the extra $5,000 more than what you're asking for it. Because I knew what would have happened is I would have asked $1,000, and he would have went over $1,000, and next thing you know, it would have been $10,000-$15,000 more than what the guy originally was asking for it. So I was like, well, I guess I don't have to come down there now. And he said, well, I have a sister truck to it. It looks exactly the same, but it has a ISX in it. And I should have knew better. That truck right there would be the fourth or fifth, I think the fifth ISX engine I've had come apart on me. Supposedly that truck had 600,000 miles on it, supposedly. Maybe it did. Like there were some things that weren't really worn out that much that maybe it only had 670,000 miles on it or whatever. But I don't know. It's a possibility it had a million. But still, it's like nonstop. I will probably never buy an ISX engine again, unfortunately. Especially, where was I at? I was out in Iowa, and a guy literally picked up a brand new X15. I don't know if it was international or what it was, but he got 140 miles from the dealership, and it blew a rod through the side of the block. The guy apparently the driver called him up and said it sounded funny. By the time he went to go pull over into a rest area, it blew a hole through the block at 140 miles on that brand new X15. So, yes, that was an International 9400. Man, I guess we would have memory right here one more time. In fact, this will be going to be really easy because I was looking for one of my most viewed videos, most popular. It's going to be. Here we go. COVID and everything to get into a dealership or Cummins or this is probably Detroit repair facility or anything and have the truck checked over first thing. With the best bet, especially with these older ISXs. This is a 2006. Well, actually, the engine's a 2005. Actually, this is 2005 CM870 ISX. It's just me talking about. They like to have cam problems. They like to wear the cams out. So luckily, I just had an overhead ran on this, and the cams are perfect, or with inspect, and everything's great. First thing, though, what you're going to do is when you go to a dealership, truck dealership, and get a truck with, let's say, any amount of mileage on it. Let's say with emissions, 400,000. Wow, this cap's on there. Good. Let's go around to where I was showing the truck off at. So hopefully in that time it holds up real good. But hey, if you want, you can go get $2,000 a month payments on a paint wasn't chipping off emissions truck. All this is spray painted, like pay another. I don't know. And then let's see what I was I to paint on that other lease truck I was leasing. They caught it with probably the. I went through about $20,000 a year in emissions problems with it, on top of just about $2,000, over $2,000 a month I was paying for it. So, and of course, you know, any little bit of warranty that's left,
Actually,
I've never covered anything.
I'm thinking about maybe
Now,
trying the
like
bump
I
up,
said,
maybe, but actually maybe a match.
Interior looks half decent.
Yeah, that was the interior on it.
It is what it is. Apparently, the odometer's like the plastic piece on the odometer, like the
Yeah, I lost the glass
fall off
broke
here
it.
in like 4,000 miles, 5,000 miles. But like I said, get what you pay for.
I think that was all that video, but
Sometimes it's
that was a really big video. I think I got like 15,000 views on that thing or something. Oh, you can't hear me over the audio. I just thought it played together. I guess I don't know. Whoops. All right. Well, I guess that'll just remind me last time to shut the audio off on the video. Let's see if I can find another video of that thing. Pretty sure I got to walk around or something of it. Hey, you guys want to watch? You want to watch some of my old Prime days? I got some old Prime videos.
Maybe going into the cave?
You know, let me try. I think I'm. There you go. Can you hear me now, though? Sorry for complaining. No, that's fine. I gotta learn. I gotta learn how to do this stuff. So, the perfect time to find out.
fight in the cave.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this. And today I'm coming to you from Castle Resort on Mille Lacs Lake in northern Minnesota. And today I'm going to be taking a fishing launch and
Oh, that might help. How about that? There we go. That works now. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, so that was Prime back, I don't know, 2012 when I first got my CDL and everything. Um, Pretty much did it because I was in the middle of a divorce and she was moving to South Carolina and I needed a job to try to move down there. But things changed. Her mom got sick. She didn't end up moving, and I was stuck with a CDL, and I just kept going at it. I guess that's what happened there with that. Oh, let's see, what else was I going to look at? Let's see here. Why don't why don't we pull up the news here? We'll pull up some trucking news. I'll go over some articles, I guess. Let's see how I can do this. Apparently, more trucking companies going out of business. This one's 90 jobs. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids Trucking Company, owned by and operated by a name well known in the industry, has abruptly shut down, according to frustrated truckers who work for Sunset Logistics. I don't think I've ever seen Sunset Logistics. Uh, Okay, let's go to nitty gritty here. See, one guy says, I live in Tampa, Miller said, explaining his frustration to abandon us, to not give us any way home. We have all suffered in the truck. What do we do? He left us out on the street. It's horrific. He needs to be held accountable. So, this is pretty much what's happened. All these guys are getting left out with no fuel out in the middle of nowhere, left and right. It would have been fine if he would have paid us and let us know 2 weeks prior to that. Yeah, there's these truck companies are just running guys right all the way up to the end, is what's going on here. So, let's go look at another. Let's see what else is going on. Trucking news here. Freight waves here. Some positive signs, but trucking market moves deeper into limbo. Yeah, so I don't know. Earlier, here they were talking about how what freight was going to get better and the market was going to come back a little bit. We were going to have our regular push for through for winter push, I guess you want to say, or holiday push, but that I don't think that's going to happen either. I think it's in limbo, just like they said. Let's see. A third quarter survey of shippers showed the freight industry has moved deeper into limbo as uh, excessive inventories, so that all the warehouses are full, have largely been purged, but there was still no need for immediate restock. So there's still some extra inventory left, even though it says it's been purged. There's still inventory left, trust me. And the economy slowed down. People aren't buying shit left and right. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe tax season will help around April. Maybe a bunch of people blow their money on their tax if they get a tax rebate. Um, Shippers registered a slightly lower overall view of the economy this quarter, returning 4.9 reading on 20-year-old Morgan Stanley data. Blah blah blah. Yeah, yada yada yada. A bunch of the suit and tie guys trying to decide everyone's fate here. Let's see, rest area Mack trucks rejected. You know what? I don't know. They said they were going to stay out of it, and you know what I think happened what happened is since UPS got that generous, you know, they pretty much had everything handed to them. They won it for the most part, at least money wise. Um, I think all the unions are doing that now. I think that's the same thing Yellow started doing and everything else. I think they're all gonna twist twist the companies until either bankruptcy or they get what they want. Um, I know a lot of at least a few Mac employees because it's right down there in Macungie. I'm about 40 miles, 50 miles from Macungie. Plus, I used to live down closer there before too, and they're pretty well taken care of. Now, there for a while, they were hiring like outside temp agencies, and let's just say the environment changed in the plant there for a little bit. I mean, I don't know if they still are, but they had outside temp agency workers coming in and building rears and putting rears in and all kinds of other stuff. So I know they weren't too happy about that, but this was a couple of years ago. Let's see. Driving with John. Didn't know you were alive. I mean, probably live. I'm listening in the background while driving. This wasn't a planned. This was. I'll make you uncomfortable. Wanted me to come on and do a live earlier when he was on Sterling's, but I had the laptop, but here they didn't send the right charger and all kinds of stuff, and I just bought a universal charger. It's not the right charger for the laptop by no means, but we're making it work. We're making it work right now. It's supposed to have like a 230-watt charger, and it's only got a 90-watt no-name Walmart charger, but it's charged the computer up. It didn't like it, but it did it. The charger got like red hot too. So this is basically me doing a test run, figuring out how all these features work. Because I would like to be able to, I don't know, like do this, like be able to read stuff off the people, bring up topics. Let's see. Here we go. Whoop. We'll go back. U.S. trucking jobs shrank last month, but far less than expected.
See, this is the play of words they do. Far less than expected, but guess what? They still shrank. They still shrank. U.S. Let's see. U.S. for hire trucking companies shred jobs in September, although not as many as expected, as freight demand remains soft. Well, yeah, heading into the fourth quarter and the peak holiday season for sales seasons. Trucking companies may not be hiring, but employees' data suggests that they are holding on to workers as they try to anticipate shipper demand for capacity in the fourth quarter. Forecasting demand during the year of economic uncertainty is difficult, however, uh, and that clouds labor market needs. Let's see. Oh, I guess I got to. Sorry, I got to pay for the rest of their bull crap. Which I don't know. I thought that's what these are for. All these stupid ads here on the side here, like you know, latest news, all this crap. I thought that's what all that was supposed to be for, but apparently I gotta pay for it too. Uh, but yeah, so things aren't probably looking good. I would say, no, at least the economy wise and trucking wise. I know they like to try to say things are still looking better. Uh, hey, let's look at the mob. Something about mob allegations. Go figure. Towing mob allegations. Tail tow truckers in City Hall bribery scandal. Let's see. Oh, Brooklyn. Here we go. Brooklyn tow company owner who raised big bucks for Mayor Eric Adams and faces bribery charges tied to his interactions with a former top mayoral aide has been embraced in scandal dating back 25 years, including one of which prosecutors allege his company was controlled by the Giovannis crime family. So well, there you go. If you get towed over in New York, it's probably freaking mafia related. All that, and there's still some fake driver shortages right now. Yeah, it's just a bunch of bull crap. They're just doing that to flood the market with cheap labor. Really, is what they're doing. The same thing you do, like you get a like I here. I'll go do my I'll go to one of my shorts here. This is the crap that goes on in trucking. All right, we'll go to one of my shorts. Here we go. Oh, it brought it up already. Wow, how about that? Okay. Guess I can't do it full screen, can I? So we'll just hit play and have a go at it.
Trucking company, would you love to have a group of drivers that you can treat like indentured servants and just threaten them with deportation? Or perhaps maybe your labor costs are extremely high, and due to the foreign exchange rate, you can pay these drivers extremely low wages. And I got the recruiting company for you.
We specialize in helping companies solve driver shortage and driver retention in 18 months or less.
So well, I guess you can't hear me until it's over.
You don't have to worry about recruiting, hiring, or retaining qualified drivers ever again. You'll be able to hire drivers that commit for at least 3 years permanence. You will have a team of experts with more than 10 years of experience handling thousands of cases that help your company every step of the way.
I don't know. Tell me if you can hear me talking over the video or not. I don't know.
Process from start to finish. So, what are the next steps? All you need to do is book a 15-minute call with our team to see if we're a good fit to work together.
You run or operate a trucking company, would you love to have a group of drivers that you can treat like indentured servants and just threaten them with deportation? Or perhaps maybe your...
So yeah, so they pretty much got. Yeah, I know the video is quiet. I think that's because of the last video I made quiet for. But were you able to hear it? You understood what was going on. So pretty much, it's a company that sets up green cards for south of the border workers. And they come here, they get their like CDL permit, or they already had a driver's. They were already driving truck maybe down there, and pretty much you get like indentured servants because you can threaten them with deportation if they don't pick up a load or any of that crap. It's just
it's just they're slave workers, and they're paying them below like what market rate wage would be for us because you know the currency difference. They're sending the money home to their family usually is what they're doing, and you pay them $15 an hour, $15 US dollars in Mexico or South America is like the exchange rate on that is they're high rollers making $15-20 an hour, or I don't know 30 or 40 cents a mile. Yeah, he can. Okay, yeah. What do you say? Oh yeah, the driver shortage. But yeah, I don't know if Roland and Ryan is still in here, but I mean, no hard feelings actually. I don't know why he got his panties all up in a bunch about me agreeing with that other guy. Um, I guess he took it personally. I don't know. Didn't mean for it to be like that. Oh, we got Roland with Ryan in here right now. Actually, yo,
What's going on, man?
yo, what's up?
Not much. How you doing?
Holy crap! What are you in a cave?
No. Oh, is that shitty? Is it shitty here? Audio?
Oh my god, it's totally black.
Oh no, I'm driving, so I got the lights
Oh,
on.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can
Oh,
hear you. You're a little echoey, but I think that's whatever StreamYard's freaking doing.
gotcha. No, man, I'm just trolling you back. I did get pissed after I read it, but then for the last couple of days, I'm like, I'm just gonna troll this motherfucker back. But I don't know what the confusion was. The funny thing was, you were like, yeah, I get 9 to 10 miles per gallon. I'm like, that's what I'm claiming. I don't understand where the issue is.
No. What I guess what the other guy was bringing up was that it was an ISX, and
No, I'm in a Cascadia.
DD15.
DD15 Cascadia.
Well,
Yes.
he said. So I thought it was an ISX.
No,
See,
that
okay,
was
so I
the only
could-
person that brought up a Cummins motor was Coach. He has a Cummins, not me.
Oh, okay. So I could see that, especially if it's a newer Cascade. I could see you getting 9 or 10 almost.
So yeah, that the whole thing was 55. Like I don't know, 55 miles an hour is the thing that just tears people apart. I don't know why that's.
I know with my 16 Cascadia, it was about like 58, 60 mile an hour was a sweet spot in it.
Yeah.
When
So I
had
started
my-
at 65 and then just went down from there. And the other thing is, I run loops, dude, so I could test it every week. I've been testing this stuff for 2 years,
Yeah.
But I mean, the other thing is, people are, like, oh, you can't run any miles. I mean, I run 3,000 to 3,500 miles a week. Okay, and how you do it? That's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. It's not even impossible, like just with a regular logbook, but also running agriculture exempt, which is the funny part. There's thousands of commodities that fall on agricultural exemption that are dry van and reefer loads. If you Google FMCSA agricultural exemption list, it brings up a document from the FMCSA's website, and there's literally thousands of commodities. But then you look at those commodities, and then you got to go look.
Like bull
What is
hauling stuff? Yeah.
what's that?
Like bull hauling.
That's how the exemption works. But no, I run reefer.
So what would you be hauling be exempt on a reefer then?
Eggs is agricultural exemption.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
literally.
I think eggs were.
So eggs are, as long as they're in shell. You can't do the liquid eggs. There's if you just Google that FMCSA.
Well, what do you do with that? You there's a thing on your logbook you click, or
you go into PC and you put it in agricultural exemption, and then you can drive with no
Oh.
logbook. So where
See, even
most
during
people
COVID, I didn't screw around with any of that. I was like, it's just not fucking worth it.
during COVID, I unplugged it.
Then again, also I was doing flatbed, so that was kind of
Yeah. It didn't even relate. Well, it did at first, right? with the
Yeah,
flatbed stuff?
I don't know. They never put it. They always put everything in a gray area. So if
So it was a gray area. Yeah.
yeah.
Whenever the government has a gray area, I
Instead
lean
of
towards the
just
gray area.
instead of
That's the,
for us, they never fucking write out like they never write out, hey, officer, when you encounter this, this is the outcome. When this and no, they let the
yeah.
cop decide how much money they want to make for the freaking county or the state or whatever is what they fucking do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like that agriculture exemption list though. It's very specific. It'll tell you exactly what it's pages and pages and pages long, and it'll say either exempt or not exempt. And then you got to go look at the what the rules are. Well, the rules are 150 air miles in and out. So, for instance, when I go to California, I don't even run my logbook in there because I'm within that 150 miles. I'll go in there, park at the door, sleep. They load while they're loading it. I drive as soon as they're done loading. I'm on my way back out of there, and I come back out of there with fresh hours. So,
I wish I could do that with chicken, but where I run for it, I would never go for that.
I don't think chicken's on there because there's a few things like that I've pulled that I'm like, that's got to be on there. And then you look and it's not like beef. You would think beef is. So if beef's not, I bet chicken's not either.
Yeah.
There's stupid stuff like flowers. I don't know why that's on. Like, why is that allowed? But then chicken's
Well,
not,
because
you know?
the reason probably flowers are is like when you have like the Valentine's Day rush and all that crap.
Still, we're putting a priority
I
on that.
I know. And you know what's funny? What's funny? So those how many times? Why won't they keep? Though do they keep track of that stuff? The exemptions, the people using the exemptions. How many times are they falling asleep, crashing, and dying? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know, but I mean,
Well,
I know
I know you don't
this.
know, but I mean, if so, why? What the fuck's ELDs for then?
Well, look
You
at
know,
the numbers when COVID happened and there was the exemption, you know, and all the smaller guys unplugged their logbooks like I did, you know. Well, accidents went down. Now you can say that's because there was less traffic. Like they can be argued every way, you know, but like logbooks haven't proven to be safer, you know. You could argue that they are safer. You could argue that they aren't safer.
I will say this with ELDs. There's two things I've encountered with when I switched over to ELDs, and I mean I kind of got used to it now. It still sucks sometimes. Fatigue. I would say fatigue went up with ELDs because before with paper logs, if I was going to like let's say when I had paper logs and I was running granite and marble and stuff, and I like would go up to Connecticut and stuff. I could pull over for 2 hours or whatnot, or 3 hours, or just any time I wanted, and just
Yep.
take a nap. Take a nap. I
Mhm.
just never happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I could always just backlog all the time, at least till within reason. You know, I didn't try to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
Especially because I was running in New York, and when you would get pulled in the scale, the first thing they asked for is they'd look at your log, and the guy would open your log up and look at it and be like, huh, all right. But you know that you lost that. Then also, you know, if you ever, let's say you were playing, you remember as a kid playing, let's say playing Sega and playing Road Rash? I forget what it was, but the motorcycle game. You used to sling the chain around and knock people off. There was a time limit on that, so you're watching the timer and you're you know, you're going. And it's the same thing with this ELD. It causes you to rush. It causes you to rush. Causes you to get anxiety. You know,
Yeah.
I would say the ELD is freaking worse, you know, and all it does is bring a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and makes people rush, makes people speed. You know, it does make
Yeah.
people speed because you know if that with the paper logs you can make up that extra hour that you're away from the truck stop or whatever. You know, with an ELD, and what's funny is whenever it gets close, I swear when an ELD gets it within that last hour, the minutes go by like.
Oh yeah. Like where you're
Like,
like, oh, I should make it. Yeah, no, shit, it's gonna be
yeah,
close.
you're looking at Google and you're comparing Google and that, and you're like, okay, I'll be able to make it. And you're looking at you go look or glance over DLD again, and you're like, what the fuck? Why? It was just I had 15 extra minutes to get there. Now I have negative 3 minutes, you know, in the hole. Like how the hell that happened? I'm still doing 75 mile an hour or whatever. How the hell did I lose those minutes that fast?
Yeah. Where? Which one do you run? Which logbook?
This is Samsara they use.
So I use Samsara too. Yeah, I don't know if you've been dealing with like it like is glitchy. Like
Here's what
so one
here's Samsara problem with Samsara. When you put in your freaking like your BOL or your trailer number, if you don't
it
do it in the
deletes
right,
it.
it either adds it keeps adding or it deletes it. You got to put it.
Yep.
If you put it in on the main page, I don't know what the main page is, but if you put it in the main page, it'll usually transfer over to your log. But if you put it on the actual log page, it just kind of sometimes it's still there, sometimes disappears. Every once in a while, the logbook will be like, "You never put it in there." I'll be like, "I put it in every time." I said, Samsara has this weird glitch where it likes to, and then also the next day it'll just keep adding your
Yep. Yeah.
BOLs. And I don't know. I was like, come on, it's been what a couple years now. You think Samsara would have gotten this taken care of? The
So
same thing too. This I was gonna say the same thing too. What I don't like is that you have to log into the inspection logs to be able to see where your recaps are.
yeah. That where you have to put in the code. You're like, why do I
Yeah,
have to do this? Yeah, that
yeah,
makes no sense.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll try to make a Samsara bitch video or something. Maybe see if Samsara won't like actively do something about it. You know what I did learn though? You know that camera that you got that comes with Samsara? There's actually two extra video ports on it. The yellow video ports. You can add two side cameras on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You're talking about the wide one, the newer one they just came out with. It's like a wider camera.
yeah, it's like this big.
Yeah, probably the same one. It
Yeah,
yells at you
yeah,
like
it
if you're
yells at
going
you.
down a hill.
Mine yells at you. Yeah, if you go to over 75 mile an hour, it starts yelling at you. Yeah. But yeah, I was pretty intrigued about that because I've been in case I get my authority again, I've been looking for a camera and I wanted to be able to record side views. One for for most of the accidents that usually are side swipes, and two to be able to like watch the driver actually do a pre-trip. You know, no offense. I mean, I know I kind of wouldn't want to just spy on my drivers all day long, but
No, that's the thing. As a driver, I don't want anybody watching me. But as a company owner,
I
I
would
don't
never
trust anybody.
I would never put one in the cab. That I don't like that at all. Be
Well,
honest
I don't.
though.
So
Be honest
I'm.
though. The
Yeah, go
cab
ahead.
one the cab one's that stupid anyway because almost the company's almost putting themselves up because they'll say anything. They'll say the guy was drinking a coffee. The guy looked out the window. He was distracted by looking out the window or something. They'll fucking bring anything up with that. The front facing dash cam. He sneezed 2 minutes before the crash. Maybe it had an effect on some.
Well, I think it can clear you too, but at the same time, like I don't know. I wouldn't mind having a or a driver facing camera when I'm the one in control of that camera, you know, so you can
Yeah,
clear your shit, But
yeah.
it's like this Samsara. I've asked the company and they swear there's no microphone, but I'm like, dude, I feel like there's somebody listening to me all the time, and maybe I'm being paranoid about it, but
I don't think there is a microphone because or they had or they I don't know maybe if you authorize it maybe they have one but I went through I came up to one of these back roads where where it says right lane and below the stop sign and
uh,
I even said on the camera I explained it because I already knew I was going to get a phone call for blowing the stop sign and I said it right out loud and he showed me the video um actually shit you know what let me see here. I'll tell you right now whether or not you can hear the video or not. Let me pull up my email here. They did send me the video. No, maybe not. What do? Just walk up? Oh, there we go. I wanted to ask if I wanted to leave. Um, Let's see if there's video. I don't know if he just sent me a screenshot or not. Well, let's get my name out of the way here. All right, let's see if I can pull this up. No, it wasn't a video. It was just a shot.
Okay.
I thought it was a whole video, but there, that's what, at least that's what they saw. So I was like, if you see here, it says except for right turn, you know, and I don't see nothing on here that says any audio, like audio recording or stuff or anything like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, not that it's even a big deal. It's just one of those like, you just feel weird, about it.
I'm guessing this blue line here is the speed limit. That's pretty neat how it keeps track of that. But anyway, that's a little bit of babysitting there on my part.
Well,
let's see. Oh, we got Jersey Trucker in here. What's up, people? Good morning. Forgot there's still people over here. Here you. Oh, that was video quiet. Let's see. Two ATVs and or life. Thank God I got out of trucking before the ELD started. Hey everybody. Hey, what's up? I'll probably go to 2:30 and then I'll get off and go to bed here. Is what I'm gonna do. Because like I said, I don't got no load to run tomorrow except for I gotta pick up probably sometime, hopefully around 6 or 7 in the afternoon, maybe 8.
are you in the truck now?
No. I'm home.
Oh, you're home.
Yeah, if I was in the truck, I probably would just show the back of the truck, the out the window. But I'm home at the kitchen table right now is what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah, no, this is one of the first trucks I bought was the thing behind me. So
Are you wanting to get your own carrier again?
I do. I feel very let down that it went down the first way. It's just the economy is so. When I had it, Trump was in office. I know it probably people are gonna be like, oh, it don't matter, blah 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 blah. But at least I knew what the economy was doing. Like this things worked. You didn't have to second guess everything. It just you knew that somebody was trying to make things better, I guess you could say. And now it's like a shit show. Tomorrow the whole thing could collapse. You won't even, or they could make some what is it? DIY put out he paid his Connecticut taxes, and I said, I know he didn't, I mean he made a fuss, and we all kind of made a fuss, but it doesn't really matter if we made a fuss or not. What's gonna stop 25 other states from doing that? What happens when we start paying an extra $5,000 every quarter to a couple other states for their, not only IFTA and all that, but also for, these state taxes for their mileage, not and plus the fuel tax and everything else. So you're gonna add the fuel, like Pennsylvania. What happens if Pennsylvania adds a 20 cent or 10 cent mileage tax? You're already getting taxed 65 cents on a gallon of diesel or something. So it's just so to basically run your business, you're getting taxed $1 like every mile, just about.
Then you're taxed on the personal side. I mean, you figure 50% of your income on the personal side is taxed.
How about this? I went to go look, and I guess the IRP plates for Pennsylvania went up again. I think they're like at $2,800 right now for IRP plates in Pennsylvania.
Jeez.
Let's see, unfiltered through our lenses. Hey there, Jackknife. How you doing? I'm doing all right. This is just a test run live feed. I didn't actually expect this many people to actually show up this late at night, to be honest. But this is just me trying to figure out how to do this stuff before I try to do a big panel discussion about our costs and stuff.
Sage kind of got a little uppity about my last video. I didn't really do a good job explaining, but I said that everyone's in our pockets, and I said that the difference between us and like a broker, we'll say a one-man broker, um, his house isn't going to go 500 miles down the road and encounter a $1,500 tow bill and a $15,000 emissions repair at some random dealership that might take 2 weeks to do or 3 weeks. Yeah. And that's what I was trying to say, that there's so much more risk. And then he started saying that these large businesses like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and stuff, they don't have that much risk. And you know what? They're playing around with big dollars, but they also have a huge profit margin. You look up Coca-Cola's profit margin; their their EFOs. I don't know. It's kind of late for me to get into like business talk, but they sometimes they run a 30 to 40% profit margin at the end of the year after expenses. You ain't getting that in trucking. You're lucky to see 6 to 12 sometimes. Mostly probably like 5 to 6, I would say.
Well, no, it's bad right now, but that's not the normal.
No, the normal's at least a good 8%, probably, I would say.
8%?
Yeah, we'll say 8. It depends. The more if you're a larger fleet or something, you can get that number to come up. You spread it out over a bunch of trucks.
No, I would argue that. Are you talking carrier, like you've gone on your own, or like a lease operator?
No, I'm talking carrier. I mean,
carrier. Okay, so I haven't done that.
If you're a lease operator, I guess you could go. Like, look at me. I have no cost except for my truck, my insurance, and tolls, and I get reimbursed tolls. I don't pay for reefer fuel. I got fuel. I pay for the fuel, but through the carrier, there's sometimes I get like 80 cents off a gallon of fuel.
You said you have your truck, insurance, and what was the other one? Tolls, but you get reimbursed?
Tolls, yeah, and I get reimbursed.
So that's the same as me. Other than tolls, I'd have to pay tolls.
I'm
back
I
west,
pay
so I don't.
The plate for Texas is
okay.
Like
yeah.
1,500, I think, the plate.
Yeah, you pay that once a year. Mine's right at the beginning of January.
It's half of what Pennsylvania is, because they asked me if I wanted to, and I was thinking about doing it. I was thinking about going to Pennsylvania, getting my Pennsylvania plate, but then I would have to get a state inspection too, plus the federal, and then the Neville would have had me get my authority again and run under my authority.
What's your percent? What's your percent you pay?
I get paid mileage pay.
You get paid mileage?
Yeah, I have a little bit of a scale. The lowest part of the scale is I think $2.20, and that's if I go over a certain mileage or around a certain mileage. I say I would usually average about 240, 245 a mile. Plus I get like New York Metro pay. That's $250. I get $40 an hour for detention. I forget what the layover is. I think layover is like $600 or something, or 700. I don't know, something like that. So
are you getting good miles? So that sounds okay. It doesn't sound great, but like when you were having a hard time a minute ago.
It's still kind of. I have good weeks and I have kind of shitty weeks. Like this week's probably going to be a shitty week. Like when I first started here, I was doing runs from Pottsville down to Henderson, from Henderson over to, what is it called? Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and then from there I was going up to, I think, Joliet, Illinois, Indiana. No, Illinois, Joliet, Illinois. I was going up to, and then I would come back over to Pottsville. So I was getting like almost 3,000 miles, just about. And those checks were like $8,000, almost $9,000. And that's what I said when I first had the International 9400. If I would have kept that up, I would have been able to put like a practical brand new engine in the damn truck when it blew. It just had to last another month, But when that happened, it just I got screwed and then started making irrational decisions. I should have just went and tried to get a normal loan. the problem was the sky was falling, pretty hard in the trucking market, and nobody really wanted to give a loan except for like a new truck.
Oh no,
So,
I've been through. So I've been building my credit up, like trying to get like
well, it wasn't even
access
that.
to money.
It's just that everything was hitting the fan, and they knew they're the what do they call them? The underwriters. The underwriters didn't want to give any loans out because they saw the shit was hitting the fan.
Yeah, no, I had literally places telling me like, yeah, everything looks good on your end, but like you're in trucking, so we're kind of a little nervous there. And I'm like, all right, like thanks, like, but yeah, I don't know. The whole I don't, and maybe credit doesn't mean anything here in the next freaking few years. I don't freaking know, but I just the last 2 years I've spent like just having access to credit because I've
Cash,
never.
cash is always king. But the only thing I like about credit though is it allows you to take a risk without really risking, your actual like home assets or something, unless you put those as collateral.
Yeah,
Um, but I have everything separated anyway, so
yeah, I was just building up. So yeah, I've always done the cash game, and now, like everything's still other than the truck, everything's paid for. Like I have two debts. I have my house and I have my truck. That's our two debts. But
I got a long list.
yeah,
And then here the old lady on the other side's been doing shit that I didn't know about. So
but I don't know. It's been a like just having credit, and then I'm like, man, I finally like built up all this credit, and I'm like, which you kind of got to cycle through it. You borrow some over here just to keep it alive, and then pay it. Borrow some over here, pay it. Borrow it over here, pay it. But yeah, I'm like, man, the way the country's going, because where I'm at right now, this doesn't feel like a normal like down cycle. It feels like this feels different, and maybe it always feels different. But like, you're sitting here watching all this shit go down with the U.S., and it's like, man, is this just like a bad financial time and you just got to weather the storm? Or does trucking not freaking even matter and you need to be buying ammo and food and shelter? That's where I'm like, you just don't know. The whole world's falling apart. The U.S. is falling apart.
there's no way. Things are so messed up. There's no way to forecast the market. Put it
Yeah,
that way. Like that's what I was saying before. When Trump was in office there and everything, um, I was doing utility poles. I was moving utility poles for a company, and there was a lot of funding going into upgrading utilities and stuff, and they had money to put new poles in, and I kind of knew what was going on. I knew I could expand. I knew things were good, and then COVID hit, and then I started having both of the trucks that I had two drivers in started having major problems. Um, and I just literally paid one with the credit card. That was like what $13,000, and I was just finishing trying to pay that off, and then the other one went, and then it just um, it was put me in a pinch, and then shit shut down for a while. We weren't even moving because they were afraid to take polls, they didn't want the linemen getting sick and everything, and it got really shitty there for a little bit, and then after that, I don't know if somebody came to them or they felt that that year was gonna be slow, which it was because they weren't sending polls there for at least a couple of weeks. Um, they they wanted to lessen their shipping costs. Next thing you know, we had Volvos in here with pipe stakes. Oh yeah, you load trailer, we good, we got pipe stake. You put the pipe stakes on, you put the freaking poles in, it snaps, was ripping the guys
yeah,
the railings off the trailers and shit, and it was just. Then they ended up eventually getting somebody to half-ass weld some bunks up, and they were all shitty welded, and they were breaking too. But they were having these Volvo guys and stuff because they would live in New York, out like on the island or out that way, or Connecticut. So they would take the poles up, and they would go up to what was it, Central Hudson Electric up there and stuff. So that would be like trying to think like Poughkeepsie, New York,
What else is up there? I don't think they went all the way up to Albany, but they would go up there and it would be close to their, I guess home. So they would do it. I guess they were doing the shit kind of cheap. They were doing it cheaper than I would fucking run them. So yeah, so that's what happened with that, and it just was everything all at once. And then the load board started dropping off too, so I couldn't make up with that. And I just told the guys, it's like, here's your last. I told them, I said, here, we're gonna run this last week, and I'm gonna pay you your last check and another week's pay, and that's it, and we're done. So
So that was the polls were a direct customer for you?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to do. Let's see here. See if I can't find a photo here. Doesn't help. I have like 20,000 photos. Let's see. That was a 120-foot long pole.
Oh shit. What are those for? What are those?
Transmission poles.
Okay.
They get buried about at least like 10 or 15 feet usually.
So you're doing like the windmill guys were doing then?
Yeah, well, no, those windmill guys, they're doing like 200-300 feet.
Oh, are they that long? Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, they were doing really long. This was 120. This shit sucked though too. Like going down like 20 in Connecticut and all that crap.
So how many spotters guides you have to have with that?
It depends on the state. A lot of times when they started getting that big, they want a police escort, like through Connecticut and everything. They want a police escort. I forget where I was taking those. I took those up to Bangor, Maine. I took those. I think those ones up too.
And did it at least pay well? Did that pay well?
At the time, it did, but they started, like I said, they started trying to find other guys. They started getting guys that would pull that pole trail, which was theirs technically. They would pay them power only, and then they would have one of their. They were starting to try to get company guys up from one of their other providers to just unload them. So they were getting the regular Volvo guy to pick that trailer up, and then they would meet. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. It was, especially if there was no room on the job site, but they were. They were saving money. So, because like I would charge, I think that move went from, where did I grab that pole out of? I want to say that was right around Rochester. I grabbed that pole. I picked that pole up. I did Rochester to Bangor, Maine, and I think I charged, I want to say 8, but it might have been 6. Like I said, I don't know what time it was. I don't know if they were jipping me,
And how many miles you talking? I'm not familiar with that area. How many miles are we talking about?
Shit, I think that was 500 miles, I think.
Oh, shit. Oh, geez.
It was, well, you got permits, you got to pay for the pilot.
Oh, yeah, you got extra costs. Oh, shit. I think I lost you. Still there?
It even asked me, "Are you sure you want to leave?" And I freaking said, "Yeah," like an idiot. Let's see here. To Yeah, no, what also sucks is you have to take, approved permanent routes and all that crap.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that was a 2-day trip. That was a 2-day trip. It was that almost like the route I took? Yeah, I did go down 90 until there. I had to take 220. Yeah, it was 600 and like we'll say 650 miles.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
made
it's still good money though.
in profit in those 6 days. In those 2 days in profit, I actually probably made between the fuel because it got shit fuel mileage. Um, we'll say I charged 8. I might have, like I said, I don't remember. I charged less at that one, but we'll say I charged 8. I probably would have ended up with about probably 6,000, 5,000, $5,500 in profit for a 2-day run.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, man.
At all. But then they started wanting. Then they started wanting like a daily. They wanted me to do like a daily number for so like a run. It would have been 2 days. They'd be like, well, technically it's a day and a half. Could you do, like $1,200 for the one day and $500 or $600 for the next day or something? They started wanting um, like a daily rate instead of a mileage rate, and you know it started getting real pain in the ass. Like I said, they started trying to cut. That doesn't help. The company also got sold too, so it went from McFarland to McFarland Cascade, which Cascade is a giant um, company up in Canada, which is on the open market, so it's the stock market. So they wanted their 12% return from buying McFarland out. So they started.
Yeah.
Everything came together, like I said, like a fucking shit show. With COVID and them being bought out and everything, it just went downhill real quick. Like to be honest, I actually, if the trucks didn't go and COVID didn't happen, and they, even if they were like strong arming me for rates, I think I'd have been able to hold out. Um, I was planning to expand 2 more drivers. So, and then after that, I'd have been big enough to start, making a website and throwing things out and trying to look. I was going to probably try to focus on like specialty freight, like moving specialty things, helicopters, like almost the stuff that like Tim Gentry's doing.
Yeah, the Gentry and Sons guy. Yeah, that's the
And
thing is like that's where I don't know with trucking, man. Like that's like okay, Tim Gentry's a perfect example. So you watch that guy, and maybe he's full of shit. Maybe he's not. I mean, I like the guy, but he like
he's got
seems
enough
like he.
trucks. He's got enough trucks and drivers that he can make some decent money as long as
But he seems like he loves trucking, and I don't know if that's true. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, but he seems.
Trust me. There's days when I met him at Matt's and I was talking to him. He there is stress weighing on him.
But I'm saying like he seems like he loves the industry. You know what I mean?
It's always a love hate relationship. Like I said, he was stressed out over stuff before. He has and then he still has to kind of like put on a show for the fans and stuff. But you could tell he was tired and shit. And
yeah, for me, it's like I really don't like trucking's been good to me. It's still like things are going well, and I'm at the point where I'm like I either gotta like go full in with trucking or get the hell out because honestly I hate it. I'm not a fan of it. Like I don't like trucking. I don't care about vehicles. Especially don't care about semi trucks. Like it doesn't like a car doesn't excite me, let alone a semi truck. So for me, it's like I either gotta like go all in on this or just get out. And I'm like, that's where I'm at. I got to make my decision this year because I've like at the point where I've done the optimization I can on my end, and I'm not going to squeeze any more money out of this being a single owner operator on a carrier. Like there's no more juice there to squeeze. We've done what we can.
What sucks about doing a percentage right now is there's not a lot of percentage for them to take, and you still make a decent profit right now. Like if you make
numbers are fine. Numbers are fine, but
if you're taking 20% off like a $2 a mile load,
So that's so here's the thing. So I'm on with the carrier. They have contract freight, and it still pays well. Like, um, if you're leased on with a carrier and they're relying on the spot market, you've lost your mind. Like, but what's the carrier? What's the value of the carrier at that point?
Yeah.
Because the back office stuff, you could hire people to do that for the same or cheaper than what they're charging you as the carrier. So, but yeah, for me, like with the carrier I'm on, like they have good contract freight and still paying well, and like yeah, there's been customers that have come and there's been customers that have gone, but like they're still maintaining high rates. I mean, the stuff you see on the spot market, the only time I get on the spot market is to fill a gap. It's just to get you from point A to point B, Like for instance, I'm on a loop. I have to be in California every Saturday morning. Well, uh, if I'm up in Salt Lake and there's no contract freight, I got to jump on the loop, So
See, these were pre-made walls, and this was like the end of 18 and the 19. These were going up left and right. Um, there's a precast wall manufacturer right down here called oh shit, I forgot what the hell they're called. Fabcon. Yeah, they're called Fabcon. And I had a pretty good inside gig with them. Shit, I was getting paid like $2,500 to $3,000 a take. I think this was Columbus. This was Columbus, Ohio. So from pretty much Pottsville, PA to Columbus, Ohio was $3,000 to deliver a wall. And I was, I think, an Amazon building or something they were building. That I had an in with that too, and I'm pretty sure that's
what's
that's
the
probably
weight of those things?
like 30. I think they were like 35, 38.
And are you oversized with that, or is that?
No, these weren't oversized. Oversized would have probably been even better. Like a lot of times they weren't that big, so oversized I might have been maybe we'll say maybe a foot on each side. So I probably wouldn't need pilot cars. I would have had to just flag it and everything. But that would have paid like an extra $1,000 probably, maybe more.
Okay.
But the good old days when things seemed like they were going right. So now, like I said, I turn around the whole. Like I was telling in Sterling's feed, was I in Sterling's feed, or maybe the live feed I did earlier. I was saying maybe I should get a flatbed and try to haul for General Dynamics again out of Scranton, because I'm sure they're going to start making shells left and right here between we're probably going to get pulled into this Israeli thing and Hamas and all that, and we already have Ukraine and all that crap. So I'll be running 45 flatbeds a day for to make shells to kill people. Keep the war machine going.
Yeah, I'm so sick of this. I don't know, the whole thing. But
yeah,
we'll see.
We're 2:45, so I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna get a drink.
All right,
and get ready for bed. So.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah, I'll see you, Ryan. You have a good one.
All right, hey, you too.
All right, later. All right, so maybe I'll leave this live feed up. I don't think anybody's going to watch the first, hour of it. It kind of got like normal here near the end. Let's see here. Rest Area Raccoon can pull some of that precast out of CT with power only. What, with their own trailers they're using? What I was doing out of when I would end up going up to like when I did flatbed, when I would go up to Connecticut and all that stuff. Usually, what I would end up doing is I would come back to Massachusetts. I'd come back to Massachusetts. I forget the lumber. It was plywood usually, plywood or lumber. It was a lumber yard right off of 90, pretty much. I forget the name of it. I had a kind of an in there. The shit was still cheap, but it was better than coming. It was better than coming back for something like the $1.45, $1.50 mile stuff. Because at least I would get usually like $1.80 a mile, sometimes $2 to bring that shit back from Massachusetts. So, all right, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here. It's getting kind of late. I'm I'm starting to get like, ugh, you know. So let's see, pull up rest area. Yeah, they load their own trailers, including oversized. Okay, and then unfiltered through our lenses. Take it easy. Hey, take it easy, everyone. Take it easy. Thanks for staying in here. Glad I was able to keep you guys, I guess, entertained while you're driving around doing your things tonight. But yeah, thanks for watching me fiddle around and fumble around and try to do the StreamYard thing here on the laptop. So I am. Let's see here. I am going to leave you guys with I guess with a video that some of you. I guess since you guys are driving, might as well leave you guys with something. So let's see here. Let's see what can I do here. No, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. Oh, here we go. Oh man, I never put a banner up. There you go. Welcome to Jackknife TV. Please hammer down that like button and subscribe if you are new here and you're watching this. I am going to get out of here right after I. Oh, hey, you guys want to see? I took that Monday coming back. They put the flag up on the GW bridge. That was pretty neat looking. I'll leave you with a little video I made.